Okay, so it's been searching, it's found the radiator valve, so we're just going to tap continue. So on here we can now name it. So what I'm going to name this one is master bedroom. Save. What it's going to ask you now is, do you want it to heat on demand? Basically what this is doing is, if you've got a Hive thermostat, if the room that the TRV, so the valve that we've just installed, if that is too cold, do you want it to bring the heating on? Now with that, when it brings the heating on, it's going to heat up the rest of the house, so any valves that you haven't got controlling radiators are going to come on at the same time. So you might want to think, is it a good idea for it to bring the heating on in the whole house just because this one room is cold? I'm not going to set that up. I want them to come on all at the same time, but just once this room is warm enough, I want it to actually switch this radiator off. Once it gets to that stage, then this one will just go off, and the rest of them will stay on as it's required. But you can have it so that if this room is too cold, it'll bring the heating on, and it'll heat up the whole house until this room or your thermostat is satisfied. So if the temperature gets up to what you've set it to, it'll turn the heating off then. So just need to have a think about whether you want that to or not. I'm just going to press later on that one. It's now saying it's complete, and you've named your device master bedroom. If we go on finish, you can see it's now there on master bedroom. It's saying it's 20 degrees set to at the moment, and then we can alter some of the settings. So at the moment it's on manual. Schedule is at the bottom, and we've also got off, and we've got schedule at the top, which you can change your schedule of when it automatically comes on. Action, so you can have it so that it does things at certain times. If you walk into the room, if you've got a motion sensor or a door sensor, when you come into the room, it'll actually turn the thermostatic valve on. I'm going to go up to settings. On settings, you can see that it says various different things. Heat on demand is there, so you can actually turn that on and off from there. And then you've got valve position, so I'm just going to go on to valve position, and mine's installed vertically, so I'm just going to tap vertically, and it will save that now. We can go back. The various other bits and pieces of device information. It says it's connected up. The firmware version, the power source is battery. It's always going to be battery on this, but it depends if you've got other devices. There will say whether it's on battery or mains power. Remove device. The user guide, which is just a link to the website. So you can do bits and pieces from there. I'm going to go back on to control. I can set this whatever I want it to temperature wise, so it's gonna set to that temperature. Once it gets that temperature, it will turn itself on and off. It's also going to do a calibration on this as well, so it will ask you to do a calibration at some point, and it will calibrate itself automatically to your radiator valve and also the where it's fitted. So that's that done. I'll leave you to play around with the settings yourself. Thanks for watching.